break it down with DJC Combat.
UFC featherweight champion Alexander the Great Volkanovski. He's motivated, he's angry, and he's got a chip on his shoulder following his second loss to Islam Makhachev. He wants to prove the world wrong. Everyone who's doubting him, coming off this loss, saying he's done. Volk's response to that is, watch me walk through my next opponents. Volkanovski said, I hope these people see it as weakness. Watch me walk through my next opponents. Watch what I'm going to do and shut these people up. So he was basically, disclosing him basically talking about how him being inactive drives him mad, and how he was just being so vulnerable at the UFC 294 post-fight press conference, and basically it fuels him that people are looking at as a show of weakness. And then there's something else he said in regards to his next fight. He also said this guy, Ilia Topuria, just getting everything given to him and probably not even that much, but he thinks he's the man. The beautiful thing about it is I get to teach a kid a lesson. He maybe needs a bit of embarrassment and snap things into gear, and maybe he can one day be a great champion. Right now, he wants to act like he's acting. I'm just gonna teach him a lesson, and I'm gonna embarrass him. He's young enough to bounce back in a positive way. I'll play teacher in the next few months. I had to try and put on a Volkanovski accent mid-reading. I probably botched that because I wasn't prepared to do an impersonation. I usually do impressions when reading. A very interesting statement, though, from Alexander Volkanovski. I mean, like I said, this guy's got a chip on his shoulder, man, and that does make him dangerous, especially going into this fight with Ilia Topuria. Like, he's got a point to prove. You got an all-time great like Volkanovski with the skills that he does. If anyone can bounce back from such a bad loss like that, it's this man, Alexander Volkanovski, especially with the mindset that he has. But on the other hand, though, you got Ilia Topuria, a guy who has youth and confidence, along with all the other skills and attributes he has. That in itself makes Ilia Topuria very dangerous. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup, because with everything Volk's saying, we could still be witnessing the downfall of Alexander Volkanovski, and it could have began with that head kick from Makhachev. We're just going to have to find out. But for all we know, man, Volk could be done. And honestly, I know he's saying, yeah, watch me walk through my next opponents. Watch what I'm going to do. Honestly, I have a bad feeling that on his end, that's going to turn out to be all talk. And I don't see him ending 2024 as the featherweight champion. I have a feeling we're going to see a different champion next year. And it just makes sense that Ilia Topuria is going to be the guy to dethrone Alexander Volkanovski. It just makes too much sense. Like, Volkanovski, he's 35 years old, and, there's a recent statistic out there that lately fighters past the age of 34, fighters at the age of 35, are not winning title fights. He's 35. He's getting up there in age, and age matters in these smaller weight classes. He just got knocked out a few months ago, and he's doing a quick turnaround and fighting someone as dangerous as Ilia Topuria. Like, if you're on top that long, eventually someone is going to come along that's better than you. Someone will eventually figure out your style and how to beat you. And Ilia Topuria just might be that guy with all the skills and attributes he brings to the table in this matchup against Volkanovski. Being short and powerful and well-rounded. He might have the perfect style that matches well with Volkanovski. And on top of everything that Volk's been through, with that knockout and how quickly he's turning around, how old he's getting, the timing and the stars just might be aligning for him to lose his featherweight belt and to none other than Ilia Topuria. Along with getting knocked out, he also has to cut back down a division, so that's not going to help his chin. We just may not see the best version of Alexander Volkanovski. We could soon be witnessing the downfall of Volkanovski very well may just be past his prime. Or maybe this is the beginning of another run for Volk, because like I said, he's got that greatness factor. If anyone can rebound from such a bad loss and still be on top and remind the world, it is Volkanovski. But on the flip side, if there's anyone that can dethrone Volkanovski, if there's anyone right now with the skills to beat Alexander Volkanovski, it's Ilia Topuria. So I can't wait for this matchup. It's going to be a hell of a fight. But I got a sneaking suspicion that Volkanovski is going to lose his belt. But I'm not really making an official prediction because I don't want to count out Volkanovski. He is an all-time great. He's the GOAT of his division. And he can definitely get it done. There's ways Topuria can be beat. And yeah, this title shot of Ilia, it could be rushed. But again, we're just going to have to find out when this fight happens. But honestly, I don't like the way Alexander Volkanovski speaks of Ilia Topuria. It kind of feels like, okay, he's not underestimating Ilia, but he's kind of like underestimating how good Ilia Topuria is. Like, he's kind of dismissing what makes Ilia so dangerous. And usually Volkanovski speaks about his opponents in such high regard. And the way he's speaking about Ilia, I don't like it. He better be taking Ilia El Matador Topuria seriously, which I think he is, but maybe not the way he needs to, which could get him in trouble. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of what Volkanovski said? Do you guys see him embarrassing Ilia Topuria? Or is it going to be a fight where he's tested but wins? Or is he going to lose altogether? Like and subscribe, and peace out.